It's feeling warm.
Oh, our voice is back.
Perfect.
This is a problem. Okay, we're being recorded. I'll let you know if I need to adjust anything. We had this in one of our webinars where as long as the chat doesn't get read out loud, we're good.
Yeah, otherwise that'll completely be blowing up. So just repeating myself, if you are joining us right now, let us know where you are joining in from, where you're tuning in from, and whether you're a member of That Clean Life or not. We're stoked today to help you with nutrition business ideas for the summer. So my name is Evita, for those of you who don't know, and I am the dietitian in residence at That Clean Life. And I'm joined with Tabitha, who is our awesome customer success lead. If you are a member of That Clean Life, you will have connected with Tabitha at some point. She is so helpful. And if you're not a member yet, feel free to reach out to us either in the chat if you have any questions, or you can always send us an email, check out our website and learn more about what we do at That Clean Life. The purpose of today's webinar is to chat about how to grow your nutrition business this summer. That's our main goal, because we know summer is always a slower time for health professionals, but there are so many opportunities for your business to really thrive this summer. You just need to implement the right tactics as well as having the right resources, like using That Clean Life. And so that's what we are going to help you plan today. Maybe if you want to share in the chat too some of the struggles that you're having this summer, or anticipated struggles, so that we can help workshop those. So because we know that summer months can be slower for nutrition businesses. However, they can also be really challenging for your clients too. So thinking like, especially coming out of a pandemic or still in the pandemic, which is very much prevalent in many areas of the world. So your clients need your support over the summer just as much as they do in the new year. So our goal for today's webinar is that you walk away with a strong sense of how to continue to grow your nutrition business over the summer months. And trust us, it is possible, because we at That Clean Life, we see practitioners doing it every summer simply by implementing creative ideas that get the attention of their ideal clients. So Tabitha and I have put together, let me just start screen sharing soon. We've put our heads together, and we've brainstormed 5 ideas that can help your business this summer. And so we're going to walk through each of those ideas and how you would implement them through That Clean Life. So I will start sharing my screen. And Tabitha, let me know if you can see that all right.
Yeah, everything looks great, Evita.
Perfect. And keep messaging us in the chat. Remember to change, if you are messaging in the chat, just change it to all participants and panelists so that everyone can see what you're saying. And feel free to ask questions as I go along. I'm going to keep stopping so that I can answer and help resolve any concerns, questions, or doubts. For those of you who are members, you are familiar with this, with our opening dashboard. For those of you who are new to That Clean Life, I just want to give you a little bit of an introduction. So That Clean Life is a simple, personalized nutrition software for health professionals. So That Clean Life's tools have been carefully designed to give you what I think are really like serious superpowers to create beautiful and delicious meal plans. And you can see over here, I've just got an example idea of what our meal plans looks like, as well as we've got some incredible recipes. So our recipes, we have over 2,000 recipes, and this is a living, breathing platform. So all of the recipes are created in-house by our recipe developers, and they add new recipes weekly. So this recipe database is constantly growing, and it's growing with the input of our members. So if our recipes don't meet your clients' needs, or maybe you're looking for something else, you can always let us know by emailing us at support@thatcleanlife, or getting in touch with us through hello@thatcleanlife, and letting us know what recipes your clients want to see, and then we can continually add those in. So we help you create beautiful meal plans as well as recipe books, so you can sort of add recipes together and create recipe books and resources tailored to your clients. We help your clients achieve success, and while simultaneously growing your business. Our mission at That Clean Life is to enable you to deliver practical, accessible, personalized nutrition guidance so that you can make our world a healthier place. A reminder that That Clean Life is a practitioner-facing platform. So your clients do not log into That Clean Life. What our platform does is it helps you create branded materials to provide to your clients. So let's get started on that first idea of how to grow your nutrition business this summer. So something that we've really been thinking of is if you want to keep your clients and your community engaged over the summer months, consider running a...
Oh, Vita, sorry to interrupt. Your audio just cut out. I can't hear. I think it's related to your, just unplug your headphones and plug them back in.
Is that better?
Okay, keep talking.
Can you hear me?
No. Is it my headphones? Can anyone else weigh in? Is Avita coming through for you? Okay, they can hear you.
They can hear me. Okay.
I can't.
I've taken off my headphones. I will try to be as loud and clear as possible. Sorry about that. Getting back to our first business idea. So if you're thinking about what's a way to run a summer challenge, so consider. So I'm a really data-based person. I need to know that something can work. And I've seen that the research shows that targeted short-term fitness challenges, so 4-week, 8-week, 12-week challenges are connected to a number of positive behavioral changes and increased motivation. For example, let's say you are a nutrition professional who helps college students who play a sport competitively or are very physically active. In this case, you could run an awesome 8-week college athlete challenge where participants get weekly summer-inspired meal plans and access to a private Facebook group, which gives them accountability, community, and support. There's also a 2018 study that found that interactive digital support systems are equally as effective as physical ones and can actually help people establish healthier lifestyle habits. So let's look within That Clean Life and see how you would create a one weekly meal plan in That Clean Life for a challenge such as this. So you would just head over to our programs. So within our platform, so you've got your dashboard, our recipes that continually are growing, our planner that helps you create your meal plans. So for our meal plans, you can also create it either from scratch or using the automator. So with our automator, you would create a plan based on the number of days you want to have it for certain meals, as well as calories, macronutrients, and any tags that you want to add. So any restrictions that your clients might have, those can be added over there. You can exclude certain ingredients, or you can use our awesome programs that we already have. So say if you're trying to create that college athlete plan, you can just head over to one of our newest programs. So we've got over 100 programs, a lot to select from. So say you go to our student athlete program, this is what it looks like. We've got the overview of the program, a prep guide, which takes your clients through what to do daily to create that program or to prepare their meals. And these are some of the meals that are in there. Every one of our pre-made program also comes with evidence. So we are an evidence-based platform. All of our, the reasons that we add certain things to our nutrition plans come with backed up evidence. So for example, for our student athlete programs, there's certain reasons we've put in the calorie amounts or the macronutrients or certain minerals that are added in there. So going back to that planner. So this is what our student athlete program looks like. Say you look at it, you think this is great for your week 1 of your challenge. All that you have to do is copy it. So say you want to rename it now to college athlete challenge, week 1. And then you can scale it. So say your client has a roommate, you can scale this to 2 people, or if your client is cooking for their family, scale it to 4 people. So here we're going to say your client lives on their own. So we're just going to keep it to 1 person, copy over that plan. And now this plan is in your database fully customizable and can be personalized to your client. So if you don't want to make any changes, you can go ahead right away and export it. So when you export our meal plans, you can either keep the grocery list or not, add in notes about how to prep each recipe, as well as remove or keep the nutrition information. Sorry, I'm just a little.
Working.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. So, or you can keep the nutrition information or not. I'm really struggling with my technology today. Sorry, everyone. So the nutrition tab can be kept or not. So say you're over here, your client doesn't have any issues with seeing the nutrition information. It's not too overwhelming. So we'll keep that in. You can choose a cover page. I am obsessed with our vanilla protein yogurt parfait, so I'm going to have that one in. And then you add in a snippet. So we have snippets that are already pre-made. So we've got templates for, say, an introduction to a meal plan, introduction to a recipe book, or a meal planning guide. I've gone ahead and created a little snippet for our challenge, and that over here says, welcome to week 1 of our college athlete challenge. This challenge is designed to help you enjoy summer and achieve your sports goal. The meals in this program consist of wraps, sandwiches, etc. And then I've added tips for grocery lists, shopping tips, recipe tips, leftovers. And I say, let's do this, and sign off. And then you can export that plan. I've gone ahead and exported that plan so that you don't need to watch and wait for me to do that. So this is what it would look like when it's exported, that beautiful vanilla protein parfait, which I am obsessed with. So like I said, everything is branded to your business. So there's my little logo, as well as the information about the weekly challenge, that snippet, that's what it looks like. Here's that, oh, that meal plan is beautiful. I love the photography and the creativity of our recipe developers. That's what your nutrition information and nutrition facts will look like when you export that. Our grocery list, we try to keep our grocery lists as short as possible so your clients don't have to do too much shopping and they can repeat use ingredients. And then that's what each recipe would look like on the plan. And then if we head back over here, so going back to, I just want to show you what that prep guide looks like. So each of our programs comes with a prep guide, which sort of tells your client what to do each day. So for example, Sunday to grocery shop, which recipes to make, how to pack leftovers. So if you went into that life and you say you made some changes to this plan, you wanted to swap out certain items, so all of our recipes can be swapped, or you can remove them completely and add in new recipes, then you would just go over to that prep guide and make that change in there. So I think that this idea is such a great way to have an additional revenue stream in the summer. So let's say you run an 8-week challenge and you charge $160 per person to participate. That's only $20 per week. Let's say you market this to your social media challenge, to your social media channels and your email list, and you convert 50 participants. That's an additional $8,000 in revenue. And people may not be ready to commit to a long-term one-on-one coaching program with you. So having a low-cost challenge is a really great way for potential clients to get to know who you are, what you're all about, and how much value you can bring to their lives. At the end of the challenge, you can tell participants how they can continue working with you one-on-one, and make sure at the end of every challenge, you always have a call to action for continued services for yourself. So before I head to the next idea, I want to see, are there any questions any burning questions that I can help answer, Tabitha? Anything that you spotted?
You're doing okay right now. Yeah, nothing that is pertaining to specifically programs, although somebody did ask where to see programs. So if you need to see a list of our programs, head to thatcleanlife.com/programs, and there's a list of them there. You can even search to find what's available. Click on some of those, because even if they're not named exactly what you're looking for, they might have some of the qualities that you're looking for to help support your clients. So that's a great way. And then also, if you're already a member, be sure to filter in the programs tab, just using the filter button.
Yeah, I'll just show that over here. So you can use our filter and you can put in any requirements that you might have and find the appropriate programs. And this is just the page that Tabitha was talking about. So if you're not a member, you want to learn about our programs, you can see little snippets over there of what the programs look like and what's included in them, how it works, about the grocery list and prep guide. Thanks for helping with that, Tabitha.
Yeah.
So like I said, some people love that community support. They want to do the challenge, but on the other hand, some clients need a one-on-one program instead of community support. So that's my second idea, is to offer a one-on-one summer accountability and nutrition coaching program. So let's say you know your ideal client tends to struggle with achieving their health goals in the summer. This could be the perfect time to offer a one-on-one nutrition support program for the summer months. So you could use That Clean Life to offer weekly meal plans, grocery lists, and recipes to keep them on track. And you can customize these weekly meal plans to what they have going on in the summer. For example, if they are doing like a cottage weekend, which is something that happens a lot in Canada, so you can create a custom grilling meal plan. So you would just use our filters. So you hit on barbecue. And so all of the recipes can be filtered by time, number of ingredients that you want to include in the recipe, any tags that you think are important, allergies, restrictions, types of meals, you can filter over there. You can include certain ingredients. So say you've already got some in the plan, so you want to have more of that in there, or exclude certain ingredients if there's particular food preferences or allergies. You can also filter by the number of calories that you want to have in that plan, macronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So finding recipes is really easy and very, can be really tailored to what your client needs. So say if you filter for barbecue recipes over here, that gives you an idea of some of the recipes that we've got on hand, and you can make sure to include all of these in your client's weekly meal plan so that they feel like you're listening to them and that you're helping them through the summer months. If your client is spending more time with family and friends and they need to cook larger meals, you can either use so we've got a one pan meal program, which I think is super awesome for, again, like making just life less busy. So if maybe your client is entertaining more and they need to cook larger amounts of food, or they've got kids in the kitchen who want to start helping out, one pan meals are an easy way to do it. So you can use our pre-made programs, or again, head over to our recipes and then just filter. So say you want to do one pan meals over here, you've got everything there. Maybe even if your client wants to do one pan, you can add on filters and find more recipes that fit your client's needs. So say you want to do one pan, but also recipes that are one pan and paleo. There's a lot to choose from. So that can help you to create nutritious meals made with minimal ingredients and cleanup that everyone will enjoy. If your clients maybe are traveling a whole bunch, so they're doing a road trip, they don't have access to cooking equipment, let's reset these filters. And they need to batch meal prep. Salads maybe are a great solution. So again, use our salad filter and find things that work for your client on That Clean Life. So you can find wholesome, refreshing recipes for your client. We offer a wide variety of salad options, as you can see. So we've got stuff with a protein in there, maybe with a grain. We've got allergen-friendly options, pasta salads. I see lots of mason jar salads. So whether your client is on the go, whether they like no-cook recipes or they have other preferences, we have you covered. And you don't just need to create meal plans. You can also head over to collections and make a collection for your client and export this as a recipe book. All of our recipes are customizable too. So say if we open up this recipe over here, all you do is copy it. So maybe we want to keep the same name. You can completely customize the recipe too. So say you want to swap out certain ingredients, maybe change up the directions. When you change ingredients, the nutrition information changes as well. So you can find ingredients that match what your client's looking for. And if any changes that you make to recipes, or if you want to add in your own recipes to the platform, those get saved to My Recipes under Recipe Box. So totally customizable. And as our world has changed and many practices have switched to being virtual, this is an awesome opportunity to support your clients while they are traveling or busy with their families or their friends and can't come see you in person. So if you decide to add on a one-on-one summer accountability nutrition program to your list of services, be sure to tell your community about it. Brag about this new offering on your social media channels, on your email list, share it with everyone you know. It's a great way to keep your clients engaged over the summer and to help them feel supported. Any questions about that second idea of offering a one-on-one program?
Seems like we're good. I've been able to answer everything that's come through. We do have somebody who's asking if you wanted to create additional weeks of a program, how would you do that? Like, are there other weeks in programs, or what feature would be best if you were looking to say create like a caloric specific plan?
That's a great idea. Or a great question. So if you're trying to create several weeks to a program, you would just go into, for your planner is to say we did week 1 over here. So add on a new one. You can either change this plan up and make it week 2, and those will all get saved together, or you can start from scratch. So again, either using our automator and selecting the calorie needs and the macros that you want for your second week, but you would create each week separately, and then you can export each week together and combine those PDFs to make like a 4-week plan, for example.
Yeah, definitely. The automator is your key if you're looking to create caloric specific meal plans. It's just so streamlined, and it'll make things go so much faster for you.
And when you're using the automator, calories, macros, tags, and exclude ingredients, it'll find all the recipes that fit the rules that you're looking for, and just makes life so much easier. Sometimes we've heard clients who have created meal plans literally within minutes and with using our automator, and so it's a great way to speed things up.
Perfect. And so somebody's saying, so Christina is saying, wow, so these recipes can be customized per person in a challenge, thus providing a truly personalized experience. Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Each plan that you put out, it can be customized to your individual clients. If you're doing a big challenge, you can just do one plan that goes out, or you can do individualized plans. What I love about That Clean Life is because it makes the software work so efficiently that you can do little edits here and there and do quick exports. So each week for each client can also be different without taking too much time or effort.
Definitely. And when we say highly customized, I want to just be clear, that's for Avita's second example in a one-on-one program. If you are working in a group program, please don't customize meal plans per person. That is what one-on-one is working with for your clients. In a group program, everyone gets the same export, meal plan, etc. It's not catered to them personally because it's a group program. So it's a way for you to scale your business and for them to get a taste of working with you, rather than paying one-on-one fees. If they want customized, highly personalized options, then that's when they would work with you one-on-one.
Absolutely. There's different, and that comes into pricing too, is you would charge differently for a group program than you would for one-on-one. So really value your time, your effort, and your skills that goes into the resources that you're creating. And so exactly like the price that I mentioned, $20 a week for the services that you offer in a challenge won't be the same for what you offer in a one-on-one program. And so in that way, you can also say if you're working with challenge participants and they say, we loved your challenge, we actually want to do it again, but we want it to be customizable. That's when you can pivot and say, I've actually got a different service that might be better for you. And that's my one-on-one coaching.
Definitely. That actually is one of the really key points that we're not going to touch too much on in this webinar, but one of the best ways you can be profitable this summer is to pay yourself what you're worth, friends. Do it. You deserve it. Do not mark down your prices simply because you feel like you need to. To charge what you're worth is the only way that your business is going to be profitable. And if you're stuck on what and how to charge, please check out thatcleanlife.com in our resources section. Actually, Vita, I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah. That makes it better so everyone doesn't have to watch me struggle with technology.
Thatcleanlife.com. And you go to our resources section, which is just here under our dropdown. We have a video series that is very specifically laid out on pricing your programs confidently. Now, episode number 2. Do not miss this if you're struggling with how to price things, because this will help you charge what you are worth. That's all I'm going to say on that topic, but really the only way to be profitable in the summer is to charge what you're worth. So all of these ideas that, like, Evita just went through 2, I'm going to go through 3 more with you, but you'll need to take into consideration your operation costs and what you are worth as a practitioner and charge that. Because the moment you undercut your price, you already cut into your profits, and that's going to cut into your profitability this summer. So just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, team? Okay, so I think we're good, Evita. We're probably going to miss some of your questions. So if we end up passing over them, be sure to drop them in the Q&A box. We'll do our best to get to them at the end as well. So we don't want to keep you guys hanging. Okay, so option number 3, this is idea number 3 that we've come up with, is to create a summer-inspired lead magnet to attract more clients. So again, this is going to depend on where you're at in your business, but every business, no matter whether you're starting out or whether you are fully operational, should have a lead magnet. And you should often change your lead magnet up because it can grow stale really quickly. So I want you to think about what your ideal client struggles with, particularly in the summer months, and then create a resource that helps solve that problem. I want you to give it away to potential clients in exchange for their email. And this is a way to grow your list of potential leads. So I'm going to go through an example. Let's say you're a nutritionist who works to optimize female fertility. You know that many of your clients plan to meet up with, friends, family, have a great summer now that they can in some areas of the world. But they also want the ability to stick to their health goals. It's always like that dichotomy between how do I have a good summer, but how do I also optimize my health goals? And you're here to tell them they can do both. So a great way to support your clients is to offer crowd-pleasing dishes that they can bring to social gatherings that continue to support their health goals. So an example of this might be, I personally love recipe books for lead magnets. I think they're very accessible. That said, if your business focuses primarily on personalized meal planning, you might want to offer something like a 3-day meal plan, just a little snippet of what it is to work with. But in this example, I've gone through and created let's actually create this together. I'm going to create a recipe book called 5 fertility friendly salads even your friends and family will love. And so once again, we're fertility friendly. So I'm going to focus on dairy-free, gluten-free, and low glycemic. So we're going to optimize their blood sugar. So to create a recipe book, you can create it either through collections or the planner. I personally love to create through collections. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to create a new collection. And I'm going to name it that 5 fertility friendly salads even your friends and family will love. You can add any tags so that you remember why you created this in the first place. Oops. Gluten-free, dairy-free, and low glycemic. And now that we've created that collection, it's going to show up here. And now we have to find some family fun salad recipes to put in this recipe book. So we can do that by heading to our filter. And we're going to apply those filters, like I said. So dairy-free, gluten-free, low glycemic. Oops. And we specifically want salads. So while tags are really helpful for finding free-froms and therapeutic diets, they also contain super handy tags like mealtime tags, breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc. And then something like salad. So always scroll through tags. This is like a powerhouse of ways that you can filter things. So don't be afraid to filter through and find what you're looking for. All right, now that we've got that applied, of course, you can also limit your time. Like maybe you want salads that take under 15 minutes to create, or only have, 6 or less ingredients. So you can always change those as well based on who your ideal client is. So now you can see we have 117 recipes that match our tags and totally work for us. So we're going to go ahead and start adding these to our collection. So you can do that one of two ways. I always like to click into the photo to understand a little bit more about what the recipe entails. So what the ingredients are that are included, as well as the nutrition breakout. So I can see a lot more information about how this is going to serve my client per serving. And then you can also isolate the tags so you can see that in that information together. The directions, the notes, you know, it's just nice to understand what the recipe card gives you. From there, you can add to a collection by clicking these 3 dots and add to collection. So we're going to add that to our first collection. So we'll just head back to recipes, maybe this tahini chopped salad, which I have been loving. And I love anything with like a good tahini dressing. So I'll add that to our collection. So we need 3 more. Let's go with this one. You can also add from these 3 dots if you aren't too interested in what the recipe includes. You can just add to collection right from this screen as well. My chat is in the way. There we go. And one more. Let's add this edamame quinoa salad. All right, so now if we head back to collections, we can see those 5 salads that I've added here. You can always reorganize things. So if you were adding, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner into this recipe book, you might want to consider organizing them in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you can always just drag and drop to bring things into the correct position. And then you're going to export it. So to export, you click on the 3 dots, export collection. You click on recipes. And now you've got that same export screen that Avita showed you when she exported her programs, but it's just a little bit modified. So you'll notice nutrition automatically doesn't show up, but you can click it to include it per recipe. You can choose a cover page. This is so powerful. It really just adds that polished option onto your PDF. And you can deselect recipes as needed. And then your brief. Your brief is so important, especially in a lead magnet. I can't emphasize this enough. Your brief is really what's going to take this from being a free resource that your clients might look at to being actionable. It's almost your selling point. If you have troubles writing a call to action or a lead magnet introduction, please check out our blog. We've gone through quite a few articles that go over this for you. So as Avita mentioned, we do have templates that you can use. We don't have a lead magnet template, but you can always take this recipe book introduction and fine tune it to make it your lead magnet introduction. I've created my own lead magnet introduction, and I'm going to apply that and start export. So I've already done this to optimize our time together. And you can see this is why a cover page is just so helpful. It just really adds that, that finishing touch and professional quality to your export. So you'll see my lead magnet says, "Hi, my name is Tabitha. I'm a nutritionist who specializes in preconception nutrition. In the simplest terms, I help," there we go, the Zoom was in the way. "I help women eat right to increase their chances of getting pregnant. Now, I've helped hundreds of women along their fertility journeys. And if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that coming up with healthy meals that are delicious but still meet your nutrient needs can be tough, especially ones that your whole family will enjoy. That is exactly why I've put together these 5 fertility-friendly salads even your friends and family will love, so you can have a delicious summer-inspired salads that you'll be excited about." So I go on to tell them what the recipe book contains, why I focused on certain nutrients, certain ingredients, and then also if they love this guide, I've given them a call to action. Come and join my 12-week fertility nutrition program, where I'll work with you one-on-one to optimize your nutrition and fertility. This is key, friends. This is key. Do not forget this, because this is really what's going to convert people from warm leads to paying clients. And then, of course, an option to follow you on social media if that works best. Okay, so once you've exported from That Clean Life, you're going to get your lead magnet up on your website and you're going to promote it, whether it's through your social media channels, adding it to your email signature, sending your landing page to different resources. So whether that's through friends and family or through other social means. So even if you don't have social channels, don't think it's all for naught. You don't need a social channel in order to promote things. You just need to put pen to paper, start getting out into your community and driving people to that landing page so that they become a part of your list and you can nourish them. So this is really the whole point of a lead magnet. Nourish your leads on your list by providing free value to them through weekly or a monthly newsletter. It just needs to be consistent. Once your leads get to know, like, and trust you, they'll be much more apt to buy from you. And that's really what a lead magnet does, is it builds that know, like, and trust factor. How are we doing, Avita?
We are doing great. No big questions, and I'm targeting anything in the chat.
Okay, cool. Keep those questions coming. You can also chat with each other in the chat, people. So please feel free to do that. Okay, option number 4. I love this option. This is just so fun to me as somebody who is a big book club person. So instead of a book club, I love the idea of hosting a nutritious summer-inspired recipe club. So right now the world, I mean, we all know this, the world has been in isolation. We are craving socialization right now. And hosting a recipe club would be a really great way to bring members of your community together to connect over seasonal healthy food. Like I said, think of it like a book club, but specifically for recipes. So every week you can send out a recipe, and the next week you come together to discuss the recipe, and you can teach about its nutritional value, all of the ways that not necessarily this recipe, but your theme for the week can add an element of healthy living to your client's life. So of course, this pertains to your niche, who your ideal clients are, but let's say, for example, as we pertain it, I love this idea because you can actually cater it to any season, you can cater it to any niche, and it's just a really low cost way of people to work with you. So for example, let's say we create a nutritious summer fruits club where every week you focus on one ingredient and it has to be in season. So that's like the beauty of getting people out to their local markets or understanding what's in season in their area. You know, here we're looking at strawberries, blueberries, cherries, raspberries, peaches, really yummy fruits for the summer, along with like zucchinis and asparagus and lots of other great vegetables. So every week participants get a mini recipe book that gives 5 ways they can use that ingredient: breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack, and a dessert. And also it outlines the nutritional benefits of this particular ingredient. So once again, I'm going to build this in real time with you. The fact that we're building this in real time shows you just how easy these are to compile and really take your business to the next level for the summer. So I'm a huge fan of peaches in the summer. So I'm going to make my nutritious summer fruits club about peaches. And I'm going to use collections once again to create it. Of course, you can head into the planner, create a new plan from blank, and that's how you can create a nutritious summer fruits club recipe book. But I prefer collections because you don't have to deselect the grocery list. And not everyone might be making everything in that recipe book all at once. So that's why I prefer collections. So we're going to create a nutritious summer fruits club, and we're going to call it peaches. Oh, sorry, fruits. I might be speaking too fast. I'm excited. I get excited on these. So now that we've created our collection, we now have to find our recipes. So we're going to head back over to our recipes tab. And I'm going to clear my filters from before. And because we're looking for ways to use peaches, I'm going to include peach. Of course, you can include frozen peaches or peaches, just don't include them both. The key with the include ingredients tab is that your recipe needs to have all of the ingredients listed. So if a recipe is using fresh peaches, it probably isn't using frozen peaches. So just keep that in mind. And I'm going to start with breakfast because that's nice and easy. Don't worry, Rita, I'll get to that. So we've got 11 recipes that match breakfast. So I'm going to go with this toast with almond butter and peaches. I'm going to add that to my collection. I'm going to head back up and I'm going to probably do lunch and dinner together because why not? See if anything comes up. Perfect. So we've got this peach and lentil freekeh salad. This is so yummy. It's really bright and vibrant. And we've got this peach, mint, and caprese salad, also very yummy. And then we can do, instead of dinner and lunch, we want dessert. Easy peach crumble. And then lastly, we want a snack. And I love these chia seed breakfast popsicles. They're good for any time of the day. They say breakfast popsicles, but they're a hit no matter when you serve them. Perfect, so we'll head back over to collections. And now we can see we have our Nutritious Summer Fruits Club in peaches created. We can drag and drop these to put, breakfast at the top, then followed by our salads, along with the chia breakfast popsicles and our easy peach crumble. So we'll do the same thing. You go ahead and export it. It looks the exact same thing as my lead magnet. This all information is all here because I didn't export it last time. So I'm just going to delete that. But I've already created a snippet for the Recipe Club Peaches. And I'll go through that in just a minute. And then I would export. So that's what this would look like, where we have our book. It says, hey, Summer Recipe Club, this week is our Nutritious Summer Fruits series where we're talking all about peaches. In this week's recipe packet, you'll find five recipe ideas that use this summer stone fruit. Give at least one of them a try before we meet up for our call this week. When you're shopping for peaches this week, look for locally grown peaches. They are in season right now, so they should be nice and easy to find in supermarkets, or better yet, through your local farmers market. Finding local peaches will mean they are sweeter, much more fresh, and cost less, which is a win all around to you. And then I go through the health benefits of peaches and why they're so important to enjoy in season, and what I think they would find helpful for this group. So then the whole point of the club is you would schedule the call, and then you would go through the recipes that people enjoyed, what they enjoyed about them, and then you can, once again, provide more value on that call. So help them understand why peaches are so good for them and why they should continue to look for them in season. All right, so the age-old question, what do you charge? Well, I should say, the cool thing about this is week one. So you could run this for 4 weeks, for 8 weeks. It could be ongoing, and each week you just change the produce that you're featuring. So then at the end of it, your clients become so knowledgeable about the different opportunities to produce produce in their area, and all of the health benefits behind them. So let's say you run this Summer Fruits Club for 8 weeks and you charge $40 to participate. That's $5 a week, so low. So it's a really low cost entry option to work with you. You saw how fast I put the resource together, so keep that in mind. If you attracted 50 participants, this is an additional $2,000 in your pocket. Plus, you'll find that you will build so many great relationships by doing this and really establish yourself as the expert. You can host it on Zoom, so you have no overhead on where to host it. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, you could host something like this for free, but I do think that you need to pay yourself for your time. And I also think that when people pay even just a small fee for something, they're invested in it. So that's why I really recommend charging for something like this. And then, once fall comes around, you can do a fall produce. And then once Christmas rolls around, you can do like a Christmas baking club. And then once New Year's rolls around, you can focus on in-season produce for the new year. Like, there's really limitless possibilities here. So as I mentioned, I would charge $5 a week. So if you ran it for 8 weeks, it'd be $40 to participate. So really, again, don't go by our suggestions. These are just suggestions. You need to understand what this costs you to create. So if you're struggling with that, head to our Nutrition for Your Business episode 2. It will help you price things out. How are you doing, Evita?
Doing great.
No questions?
No big questions. I think you're hitting all the questions that you see in the chat too. So you're doing an awesome job. I just wanted you, Tabitha, if you can show everyone where their snippets can be saved. So someone asked, how do I keep making new snippets and where do I save them?
Perfect. That's a great question. I wanted to review that, so thank you. So in your name in the upper right-hand corner, sorry, I'm trying to move Zoom. Avita and I are right over top of it. In your name in the upper right-hand corner, if you click on your profile and head to preferences, your snippets are found just below here. So you'll see my Recipe Club Peaches one came up, my lead magnet introduction. You know, I have a response rate snippet. I've got a lot of snippets. These are also just a lot of troubleshooting options. But you would just click on new snippet and you can create it from right in here. Also, snippets don't have to be the whole thing. Like you can layer in snippets into your brief. So you can create like an introduction snippet, a snippet that has a response rate, a snippet about supplements, a snippet about what products they should look for. So then you can layer in your snippets. So when you're selecting snippets, you can select more than one. So just keep that in mind. That's how you find snippets. Snippets are a powerhouse. Don't discount them.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, let's roll into our last idea. Are we good?
Yes, we're good.
Okay, so this one resonates in my bones because I am, I don't know, 30 weeks pregnant right now. So to host a healthy summer mocktail workshop is like right up my alley, especially with this warm summer and just wanting bubbles and something jazzy out back. So I would love to coach you guys on how to host a healthy summer mocktail workshop. So when people hear workshop, they almost think, oh no, added costs, added overhead. But if the pandemic has taught us anything, it is that we can communicate and reach our community virtually just as impactfully as we can in person. So just keep that in mind. Basically, the reason why I gravitated towards a healthy summer mocktail workshop is that there's no denying alcohol sales have gone through the roof for the pandemic. So if you have a client base that would benefit from embracing the beauty of mocktails, this idea is for you. They don't need to be pregnant, but it does help. For example, prenatal women, clients with autoimmune conditions, practitioners who work in gut health, mostly anyone can benefit from replacing an alcoholic beverage or two with a mocktail. And most people just don't know how. So creating a healthy summer mocktail workshop would be a great way to provide value for your audience, earn a little bit of extra money, and really build relationships. So let's dive into an example. Let's say you work with people with leaky gut and they need to avoid alcohol while healing their digestive tract. So they would love to learn about the delicious non-alcoholic drinks that they can make while avoiding alcohol and also embracing social gatherings to make things super easy for them this summer. So you can host a workshop and walk them through how to make a few mocktails, teach them about the nutritional benefits of each drink. So to do that, you would, once again, we're going to use collections, and I think you're probably noticing a theme. Collections make things quick, especially if you're looking for a recipe book. It allows you to leverage the software in a way that is low time investment to you, high value to your clients. So that's really why I always gravitate towards collections. So under collections, we're going to create a healthy summer mocktail workshop. And we're going to rinse and repeat that same process that I did before. We're going to head to recipes. We're going to clear our filters. And if you didn't know, That Clean Life has a really fun drink tag. So this is how you would find your mocktails. I mean, we don't have alcoholic beverages in the platform anyway, so you don't have to exclude alcohol or anything like that. Drink automatically assumes that everything is going to be non-alcoholic. And then we've got some really fun non-alcoholic drinks like this virgin grapefruit margarita. So I'm going to add that to my collection. You know, you probably are only going to go through 2 or 3 beverages on your workshop. And as you continue to go through the workshop, you'll tell them items that they want to identify within each recipe. So the nutritional benefits, what they're going to gain by cutting alcohol, what they gain by introducing certain things within the drink. Maybe this virgin Caesar. Oh yeah, definitely a virgin mojito. Great way for them to use mint, especially if they got a little herb garden out back, or maybe they've got access to a community garden. We've got some juices, some teas. I really like this sparkling pomegranate limeade. It makes you feel super fancy without having to do a ton of work. And, you know, there's some functional ingredients in here too, like aloe. So if that's helpful for your clients, you can always add those. We've got like a really fun floats recipe, an easy turmeric lemonade. There's lots of options in here. So you can even do something simple like sparkling water, you know, just help them jazz up their sparkling water with some fresh fruits, etc. Okay, so we've got all of those added to our collection. I added 6. Like I said, you're probably only going to go through a few during the workshop. I just personally, when I run workshops, I like to add a few like bonus recipes. So there's probably only going to be like 2 or 3 that you go through in real time, but you can include a few others just as a bonus. We're familiar with this by now. You would export the collection. You can include the nutrition if you want, and then you would also include a brief. So we've gone over exactly how to do that. For this one, I'm not going to include a brief because my brief, this is just like essentially a handout at my workshop. So for workshops, I like to keep it just nice and clean. So you'll notice I've got my cover page, and then it rolls right into the recipes. So you can see exactly what they're getting here. So like I said, we know that in-person events aren't necessarily happening everywhere in the world. I know the US has started to open up quite a bit. We're hopeful up here in Canada that we're going to follow suit soon. But don't let that stop you. Simply hosting your workshop online using a webinar software like Zoom, like we're doing right now, or any other software. You know, you can do Google Hangouts if that feels more accessible for your clients. And then from there, you can set up your event using ticketing software like Eventbrite or Universe and set your price to market your workshop. So, I mean, marketing something like a workshop is, again, this is something that you could do for free. You could do a pay what you can, but definitely charge something for a workshop. This is your time, your energy. I know a lot of workshops that I have attended over the pandemic from a lot of our That Clean Life members. Actually, I love attending their workshops. Are anywhere from $15 to $60. And it really depends on what we were making and what value is being delivered. So that's just like a sliding scale. I've also attended quite a few that are on a per donation basis that are fundraisers. So get in line with what your values are and what you want to deliver to your clients, and that will help you set your price for something like this. A workshop is an amazing way to build relationships with your clients because it gets you in front of the camera. It shows them who you are, gets them to know, like, and trust you. And that's really how you start to sell up on those other programs that you're offering. So really the whole point of this webinar was to give you some quick takeaways. We don't want you reworking your entire pricing structure for the summer, but we do want to create introductory ways that you can just add on to your current services that are going to help scale your business. So bring other clients in, give a taste of working with you, and then understand how to go from there. I'd love to know actually in the chat, which of these ideas resonates with you the most, and what are you going to take action on in the next week? Let us know. Avita, while they do that, are there any questions that I might have missed?
Nope, all looking good. And if I haven't answered your question, drop it in either the Q&A or the chat, and I will try and get to that.
Perfect. Okay, so that essentially wraps up where we are at. I did want to make sure. Okay, that essentially wraps up where we're at. But as Avita said, please drop your questions in the Q&A. We don't want them to get lost in the chat, and we'll take some time because we've got a little bit of time left over to answer those. But before we do that, I do want to make sure that for those of you who are already members with That Clean Life and currently using it in your business, I know you let us know earlier, so that's phenomenal. You are all set up to get going on these. Even if you just implement one of these ideas, I promise you, your profits will go up in the summer. And that's really what it's all about, right? We just need that little bump to get us going in the right direction. So don't hesitate to implement one of these. Don't rework your pricing schedule. Don't rework all of your services, but add 1 or 2 of these as options and market them. that part's really important. Sometimes we just think that if we launch something and add it to our website, people are going to discover it on their own. Really put time and effort to marketing this for your clients so that they understand what they can do. Okay, so I know we're going to get a lot of questions about pricing and membership, so I do want to make sure we go over that. I should have had this up. Perfect. So if you go to thatcleanlife.com and you can click on pricing, or you can just go to thatcleanlife.com/pricing. We have two different memberships. So you'll notice $60 a month is our monthly option. And if you use this toggle switch, you can see that we have a yearly option for $600 a year. The difference between the two is your yearly option allows you to get 2 months for free. So $600 instead of $720 for the year. And you're locked into a 1-year membership. Whereas your monthly membership is monthly, you can come and go as needed, and you don't save that $120 on the yearly pricing. Also, we do have a bonus offer if you do sign up for yearly, and that is that you have access to our Nutrition Business Growth Accelerator. And this is a 3-week email course that is really going to help you rock your business. If you have time during the summer and you're looking for resources to build your business, it's actually a really great time to sign up for yearly and get that bonus course, because it's going to walk you through specific step-by-step through video where we deliver via email. So if you have more questions about the Nutrition Business Growth Accelerator, please reach out to us, hello@thatcleanlife.com, and I'm happy to go into further detail with you around it. I also did want to mention that if you're a member, you get access to what are called member exclusive coaching calls. And our next one is actually taking place next week on Monday. And these are a lot like what you just experienced here. However, they dive into a very specific topic in the platform, and it allows us to communicate with each other and really work through specific examples in the platform. So it's a free option when you're a member. Only members can join. And they are such a valuable resource. If you can't make them out live, they usually take place at 2 p.m. ET. We record them, so they're always available in the platform for you to view whenever you need to. You can actually see, if you're looking to understand what they look like, just scroll down within your newsfeed here, and you will find our coaching call replays. So you can click on those, and that will bring you to a YouTube playlist that has all of our coaching calls on them, all of our previous coaching calls. So it gives you an example of what to expect. Okay. Did you want to go through some questions, Avita?
Yes, let's do that. So we have a question from Jennifer. Is how long would you suggest the workshop be?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I've attended, most of the workshops I've attended put on by our members are roughly 2 hours. But I've also attended one that was just an hour. It was nice and quick and fun. We just did some really light, easy recipes. I think you want to look at what information you're delivering on and how long that's going to take to deliver that information. So definitely get a structure going and understand what you want to review in your workshop, and then you can cut down the time needed for within the workshop.
Okay.
With helps.
And is there somewhere to keep a contact list to avoid continuously typing in all email addresses?
Yeah, great question. So That Clean Life is not an EHR software. So if you are looking to create a platform that actually keeps your clients organized, you're going to want to do that either in your email or sign up for an EHR software. Something like Practice Better is a great option. We don't contain any client information in That Clean Life because we are not HIPAA compliant. So your client information is never inputted into That Clean Life. All right.
Yes. How much time in advance would you market your services, and how would you market it?
Yeah, great question. It really depends on what you're marketing, but you don't have to give this a ton of time. We have a really great example and case study of one of our members, Katie Pangborn, who marketed basically from lead magnet to full-on group program in 3 weeks. And she laid out exactly how she did that in the blog post. So if you head to thatcleanlife.com or blog.thatcleanlife.com, so just go to our resources page and click on our blog. And you can type in, you can search in here, or why don't I just grab the link? I think I can search Katie's name and it'll come up. Yes. Please hold. There we go. So I'll just drop this in the chat. This is a really great example of how you can market. And it doesn't need to be a free program into a paid program. You can use the same formatting to market anything. So whether it be one of your workshops, anything like that. But lead magnet is key. You want to market to your newsletter. These are people who already said yes to you once. They already said yes to joining your mailing list to get your free resource. They're most likely to say yes again. Continue to nourish that emailing list if you're not. And then use your social channels. Go live to talk about some of the advantages people would have about attending either your workshop or about joining your group program, whatever it is you're talking about. Create static posts on your social media and go from there. Use your free marketing channels.
Absolutely. We have a lot of questions asking about, does our recipe database have Filipino-based recipes, Afro-Caribbean? So we are constantly updating our recipes to include a variety of different cultures, as well as restrictions or allergy-friendly recipes. If you have specific recipes that your clients really love and you want to see in our platform, just send us an email at support@thatcleanlife, and we'd love to hear sort of what you're looking for. As we're constantly updating our database, we can always pass these on to our recipe developers, help them test it, and see what works to add to our platform.
Perfect. I know that somebody's asking about the call. They're already a member. If you're already a member, you can register for our coaching call here in the newsfeed. It says register for our next coaching call. I'm reviewing the automator with you guys. So that's going to be the topic of the call. Even if you can't join live, it'll be recorded. So make sure only those who register will get the recording. We are at time. I know we've missed questions. We've missed a lot of questions. Please reach out to us. support@thatcleanlife.com is probably the best place. That way we can get to your questions. I don't want you to feel like we've purposefully missed them. We just only had an hour and we want to respect your time. Also, thank you for all of the congratulatory messages that I saw lighting up the chat. We are excited. All right. That's that. So again, support@thatcleanlife.com, support@thatcleanlife.com. That will come right to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you all for spending your afternoon, or if you're across the ocean, your evening with us. It was so great to have you out live and go through these ideas with us. We can't wait to see what you take action on. So once you get the ball rolling, send us an email. We love to feature our members and we love to celebrate your successes. So celebrate them with us so that we can celebrate them with you. All right.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and put everything into action and let us know what works.
Yes. Perfect. We'll see you soon.
Bye.